Namaste and welcome to India. As you can see, I'm standing near the India Gate in the heart of New Delhi. And today, I want to take you to Sanchi in the state of Madhya Pradesh in central India. Sanchi, as many of you would already know, is famous for a Buddhist stupa which was constructed in the 3rd century BCE. So if you are ready, let's embark on this fascinating journey. To reach Sanchi from Delhi, we are taking an early morning flight to Bhopal, the capital of Madhya Pradesh, which is also the nearest airport to Sanchi. The flight from Delhi to Bhopal takes about 90 minutes. While landing at Bhopal's Raja Bhoj airport, you get glimpses of the lakes, which give Bhopal its epithet, the city of lakes. Bhopal is an engaging tourist destination in itself, and you can easily spend a few days here to explore its rich history, culture, and natural surroundings. But we are proceeding straight to Sanchi, which is situated on a quiet and picturesque forested plateau at a distance of about 50 kilometers in the northeast of Bhopal. You can cover this distance by road in about 75 minutes. I have read and heard about Sanchi Stupa since my childhood, but this is my very first glimpse of this historical monument, which is one of the most important places of Buddhist pilgrimage. Sanchi is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The Sanchi Stupa is regarded as one of India's oldest intact stone monuments. Let us walk to the main stupa to know more about this wonderful monument. And as we walk to the stupa, let us also appreciate the timeless, organic, and relentless nature of Indian civilization and India as the land of melting pots. The construction of Sanchi Stupa was commissioned by Emperor Ashoka of the Maurya Empire in the 3rd century BCE, almost 2250 years ago. A stupa is a hemispherical dome which contains the relics of Buddha or Buddhist saints, and they are found at many places across the Indian subcontinent. Sanchi was a major Buddhist center from the 3rd century BCE to the 12th century CE. The stupa, temples, palaces, monasteries, and monolithic pillars at Sanchi are among the oldest and most mature examples of an iconic arts and freestanding architecture that comprehensively document the history of Buddhism. Sanchi was chosen because of its strategic location, closeness to important trade routes, perfect environment for meditation, and proximity to the ancient city of Vidisha. Ashoka's reign played a key role in the spread of Buddhism throughout the Indian subcontinent. At its zenith, Ashoka's empire stretched from Afghanistan in the west to Bangladesh in the east. It covered almost the entire Indian subcontinent except present-day Kerala and Tamil Nadu and modern-day Sri Lanka. Emperor Ashoka built a large number of monuments such as stupa, vihar, stone pillars, and edicts carrying Buddha's teachings, which were placed at strategic locations across his huge empire. The stupa at Sanchi is one of the finest examples of such effort, and its importance can be inferred from the remains of a monolithic Ashoka pillar found here with an elaborate lion capital depicting 4 lions standing back to back. While you can see parts of the pillar at the site, the lion capital is kept at the Archaeological Museum nearby. After the construction of stupa and the Ashokan pillar in the 3rd century BCE, the stupa was enlarged and further decorated with gateways, railings, Buddha's statues in the following centuries during the Shung, Satavahan, and Gupta empires. Although Gautam Buddha, the founder of Buddhism, is said to have never visited Sanchi, yet This place emerged as one of the biggest hubs of Buddhist art in India, and also represents the evolution of ancient Indian architecture from the time of Emperor Ashok in 3rd century BCE till the 12th century CE. Sanchi remained a deserted place from the 14th century CE till it came to light once again in the early 19th century. There are 4 intricately carved and embellished toran or gateways facing the 4 cardinal directions. The 4 gateways contain ornamental and symbolic depictions of various events from the life of Buddha, Bodhisattva, and previous incarnations of Buddha as mentioned in the Jatak tales. A defining feature of Sanchi Stupa is its iconic nature, as Gautam Buddha is symbolically represented by footprints, wheels, thrones, trees, etc. The southern gate marks the main entrance to the stupa. It is the oldest of the 4 gates and depicts the birth of Buddha as well as the first sermon he gave at Sarnath following his enlightenment. The other carvings depict various scenes from the lives of Buddha and Emperor Ashok. It is the only gateway at Sanchi which has the Ashokan emblem of 4 lions carved on it. This is the northern gateway, which is completely covered with sculptures depicting various episodes from the life of Buddha, who is represented iconically in the form of a tree. This gateway consists of 2 squares supported by a group of 4 elephants and 2 female figures. It is crowned by a wheel of law, Bodhisattva, and miracles associated with Buddha. Represented by a tree, Buddha is shown returning to Kapilavastu after his enlightenment, when he was greeted by his father, members of his court, and others. Among other scenes, Sujata is seen offering rice to Buddha after his fast. The eastern gateway depicts the young Siddhartha Gautam leaving his father's palace at Kapilavastu and embarking on his journey to enlightenment. It also shows a royal visit of Ashok to the Bodhi tree under which Buddha attained enlightenment. The decorative scheme includes elephants and female figures called Yakchi. It also shows winged lions and peacocks, both of which have royal associations. It also depicts worshippers venerating the Dharma Chakra or the Wheel of Law, symbolic of Buddha's teachings. The western gateway, the 4th and the last one, depicts Buddha's enlightenment, his first sermon, the temptation of Mara, etc. A royal procession is shown bringing the relics of Buddha to the city of Kushinagar. The architraves of the west gate are carried by pot-bellied dwarfs or Gana, who are regarded as symbols of prosperity. Life-sized sandstone statue of the meditating Buddha were the final addition to the stupa. A statue was placed at each of the 4 cardinal points just inside the entrances. As you can see, the whole stupa is enclosed by railings at the ground level and a stone pathway surrounds it. A circular terrace enclosed by balustrades engraved with Buddhist legends surround the dome, where devotees can circumambulate in a clockwise direction. The stupa is crowned by a chhatri, an umbrella-like structure to honor and protect the precious relics inside. The artworks at Sanchi underline artistic and creative excellence of ancient India. It also shows the evolution in sculpting techniques and the elaboration of icons, especially the depiction of Buddha in statues in later centuries. The bas-relief and high-relief techniques used by artists beautifully capture the stories and facts of great religious and historical significance from our antiquity. The quality of craftsmanship in representing the wide range of symbolism through plants, animals, human beings, and Jatak stories shows the development of art through the integration of indigenous and non-indigenous sculpting traditions. At the time when the Sanchi Stupa was being built, the world was very different from what it is now. The Ptolemies were ruling over Egypt.
Archimedes, the great Greek mathematician, was a contemporary. The imperial Rome had yet to appear on the horizon. The Sangam age of the Tamils in ancient India was in progress. The Great Wall of China, as we know it today, was under construction, and another 250 years would pass before the arrival of Jesus Christ. This is how far back the Sanchi Stupa takes us. As I walked away from this beautiful monument, I felt as if I was transported briefly to a glorious age of our enlightened ancestors.
Hope you liked this short film on Sanchi Stupa. I will soon return with another interesting and informative story. Until then, take care. Namaste.